Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to your weekly energy update. And this is for November 20th through November 27th. And what a big week we have. Of course, here in the United States and other places in the world, November 24th, we do celebrate Thanksgiving. So gratitude and what we are grateful for. And this week definitely has some great energy coming in for us to be thankful as well. Because on November 23rd, Jupiter, who has been retrograde for quite a while, has now going into its post-shadow. Post-shadow is a period of reflecting on what we learned when Jupiter was having us look inward around the energy of what Jupiter focuses on. It will be in post-shadow until February 16th of next year in 2023. So we can have this gratitude for the blessings that Jupiter is going to be putting upon us, because Jupiter is known as the good luck planet, or the blessing, the expander. And during the retrograde for Jupiter, we can connect with like a deeper introspection, kind of look into what spiritual or philosophical growth and development that we reflected upon during the Jupiter when we were being pointed inward in regards to those things. Now we can review those and look at those. Then also on November 23rd, we're also having a Sagittarius new moon. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, so the energies combine so well together. So it is on the 23rd at 15:57 Mountain, or 3:57 p.m. Mountain time. And it is a perfect time to have our 10 new moon wishes. So we want to do it within 8 hours after the new moon. So after 3:57 p.m., within 8 hours after that. And then that helps emphasize the energy of this new moon. So the wishes are best made during that period of time. And as I have been doing, I like to talk about the Sagittarian energy around the new moon, because you can make 10 total new moon wishes with whatever you want, but if you make them around the energy of the new moon zodiac sign, it even expands it even more. So I'm going to pop up a screen here so you can see all this as I review it. And so the Sagittarian energy is about kind of international topics, whatever it may be, if you want to expand internationally, travel, whatever it may be. Also writing and editing and publishing. Along those lines, also teaching and education and learning. And there is about religion and spirituality, church kind of things, like we were talking about. That's what Jupiter really has us focus on. And Sagittarius definitely takes that on. Also, the Sagittarian energy is about optimism and solutions, expansive viewpoints. And it is all this truth-seeking. They are very much after freedom and adventure, but it can also go over into dealing with legal matters, what we consider morality and our conscience. And there's also the awareness of being overstimulated and attention, getting attention. And we can have a little bit of carelessness because of that. There's also about commitments and having too much of something. And as I mentioned, the good luck comes in with all of this too, as well as a little bit of maybe condescension and self-righteousness. Also physical movement, talking, and verbal processing, and also getting out into nature. There is this energy of saying yes and maybe trying to fix things before we're tuning into them. As far as the body, Sagittarian energy rolls over the hips, the sciatic nerve, thighs, and liver. So I know that's a lot, but that is all this energy that we have access to during this new moon. So if you have new moon wishes around that, then make sure to do that and make it in a form of gratitude. Not just because of Thanksgiving and all that, but the new moon, when you have an approach of thank you for, and then putting your wish around one of those subjects, then it's even more powerful. So I love this for us. We are going to pull cards, of course, for each individual zodiac sign. And with all this energy of Jupiter and Sagittarius, we're going to be asking, what higher truth can we reflect on during this Jupiter post-shadow all the way until February 16th of next year? So we're going to jump into your sign reading right now. All right, Pisces, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off here by pulling a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle, and any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. And let's just see here, what higher truth is Spirit recommending that you can review during this Jupiter post-shadow? So for Pisces, what would you like them to know? All right, this is going to be the one here. And you've got the Parrot Spirit. Watch your words. Card number 45. See that right there? And then we'll read from it here and see what unfolds here. So it says, what are you saying to yourself? What message are you repeating? Is it something that makes you feel good about yourself and reminds you of your strengths and potential? Parrots mimic the sounds around them, and when parrot spirit appears, it is time to be more mindful of your self-talk and its qualities. What do you say to others? Are you repeating what you truly believe? Remembering to speak with light and love can become a habit. Be generous with compliments and thanks, affirming all that is good so that your loving, healing words will be heard throughout the jungle, cutting through the noise and inspiring others. Listen for the words that remind you of all the strength, abundance, and joy in your life and in the world around you, and then repeat them, affirming what is real, true, and nurturing to the soul. The universe will reflect back to you the story you tell. Words matter, so choose ones that lift you up and inspire others to remember that beauty surrounds us. These cards come with a protection message as well, which I will also read. And it talks about, are you aware of what you're saying to yourself and others? The parrot spirit shows up as a reminder to heed the words that flow from your mouth, your pen, and your keyboard. Be mindful of the beliefs that you have internalized. Are they what you choose to believe? Are you communicating with integrity? Parrot spirit wants you to listen to what you say and your motives for saying it. Right speech is called for now, which means you're called to reflect on the beliefs that have been parroted by people so often that you simply accepted them unquestioningly. Journal about what you truly believe and wish to see in the world and in your life. Write words affirming what you value. Speak them aloud, expressing gratitude for what is just coming into being. Your voice has power, and you can change the conversation in your heart and in the world around you. Parrots represent the law of praise, so you are called to speak the truth and speak with love. Wow. I love the messages coming through here on here. So a big, huge truth to reflect on is, are the words that we're speaking to ourselves and others truly what we believe, or something that we're parroting? So I like that. All right, actually I'm gonna move this over a little bit here, and we're also gonna pull a card here from the angels and ancestors. Let's see what else they would like to know here, or like us to know. All right, so for Pisces, what else about capital T truths? All right. They did want this one over here. So this is the one, and you have spring. See your seeds grow. So you've got the parrot and you've got the rabbit. So we'll put that over here. And let's see for spring. Embrace the change that is on the horizon and allow your dreams to become reality. Spring is an exciting time because it has so much potential, and animals are coming out of hibernation, flowers are pushing up through the soil, and days are getting lighter and brighter. The spring card features a wild hare because in Celtic animal medicine, the hare brings intuition and rebirth. Hares are highly fertile beings, and so their medicine can bring dreams to life. The extended message for this is that you are ready to bring to life all of your ideas, your inspirations, and projects. When this card appears, you're moving into a space that allows you to really grow, expand, and create in a way you've never done before. There are opportunities for abundance, including financial growth, and if you're starting something new, prepare for a major expansion in your life and soul. When the spring card arrives in a spread, it can also indicate that the coming spring will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intentions. And I love that, especially Northern Hemisphere. We're just in autumn, and so spring will be here in March, but in the Southern Hemisphere, you guys are in spring right now. So beautiful energies, and I love this rebirth of how you are communicating and really looking into what it is you're saying. Are you saying things just because it's what you were taught and we are just blindly believing it and regurgitating it? You know, it's like we see things on the news, we see things on the internet, we're taught by, you know, all these different sources growing up, and we just assume it's all true. But when we start to question, we understand, why am I believing this, and is it really what I want to believe? We get into our heart, and then we understand, the purpose we have and what we want to do. And so I feel like this rebirth definitely is coming here for you. And then we're also going to pull from the Light Seers Tarot and see what they want to add in here for you. All right, so for our Pisces, what would you like to add, please? Okay, what else? Okay. And I do want these two and these two. So we'll have those there. And then they do want the one from the bottom is kind of like an unknown. I'm going to put it right here for now so I remember that. And we will start over here. So you have the Devil card. And the Devil card is so much about rattling our cage. It's our shadow. And they come to us to show us the strings. You can kind of see over here in the corner here, the strings that are pulling us, and that would be the parroting, right? These beliefs and these mindsets that are deep within our subconscious, and we are just regurgitating them. We're just believing them because we didn't know any better. As children, we just take on all the popular opinion and all the beliefs and everyone gives to us. It's just in our ancestry. It's passed down, right? And so we take it all on. But the Devil card is this shaking up, this rattling. So during this period of time that you guys have been going through with Jupiter retrograde, it was shaking up things and rattling up things. Saturn energy here also is just like going in and challenging your old belief systems, how you're approaching things, what you were looking at things. And it's for you though, because in experiencing it, as you question it and as things are brought up to you, that's when you release it. That's when you start freeing yourself from this cage or from the strings that feel like you're just being manipulated and that you are doing what people are telling you to do instead of what you want to do. So I love this freedom that's coming here for you. Yeah. Because you have the Four of Swords, and swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And the Four of Swords here, I love how they're resting so sweetly, and you can see the Three Swords here with a little heart wrapped all around it. And the swords, the Three of Swords, is what I call the expectations card. So the card before this, which is like heartbreak, disappointment, but it's because we were given all these thoughts and these beliefs and these mindsets that we felt we had to police and we had to obey and that we had to, meet all these things, then, that's what makes us have this disappointment and what feels like heartbreak, because they are small t truths that are rooted in the fear of losing conditional love. So when we, whether it's from a pulpit and people are talking about hatred, or if it's in the news and they're talking about revenge and how them versus them, and, we hear it all over the place that there are these, fears that people say, if it's not of unconditional love, then it is of fear. And that's kind of like the litmus test that you can with the self-talk. Are my words of unconditional love, or are my words of fear and judgment and contrast and anything? That means that's of the shadow. And then we understand what do we want. And there neither is right and neither is wrong. It's just different. In the eyes of spirit, we go like, what should I be feeling? They're like, you can feel whatever you want. There's not right or wrong. Just know that unconditional love will make you feel peace and laughter and bliss and feel like you are loved and worth and priceless, where the fear-based ones, the small t truths, are going to make you feel the opposite. You're going to feel worthless and disappointed and chaos and anxiety and pretty much out of your mind because of all the difference. And so there's not a right or a wrong, there's just different. And this peace of mind comes in because you are connecting to the higher love. And those, they sleep on the Ace of Swords, which allows you to connect to the capital T truths, but at the same time, cut away the small t truths that no longer serve. And then you have the King of Swords. So you are doing a lot of mental reflection here during this period of time, because the King of Swords, not only he wields the Ace of Swords, he rules over the air, and which is the element of the sword suit, but he also, all the kings are given a second portion of air. So he's double air, tons of thinking, tons of reflecting on thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. So it totally makes sense here during this time. It is going to be a time of really having all these situations that come up into your face, and don't let you look past it, because this is what the shadow does. It doesn't do things in a subtle way. You'll have like 5 different situations that have the same type of trigger to show you and make it obvious to you that this is what the time is to look at that. I had, in a matter of a week, I had 5 people contact me about death in their lives. One had their husband pass away. Another had like their neighbor passed. Someone's mentor passed away. Someone very close to someone else, like one of their best friends, passed away. And someone else almost died. They had like a near-death experience. And I was like, okay, so obviously in a matter of a week, getting contacted from 5 different people, you're trying to tell me something. What is it? What am I needing to know around death? And so, those kind of things are brought up to us. And so it's for you though. And then with the Saturn energy, it's you do the work, you get the reward. And so when you do the work and you look into these, the reward that you get is the freedom, really. And then you have the King of Wands. So Wands is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration. And the King of Wands does represent, it can mean like entrepreneurship. So when it talked about these new starts, for some of you, the dream is to start your own business and to help people, with this particular subject as well. But this also represents the highest spiritual energy that you can experience, which would be your higher self. So there is this, this is your shadow and your higher self. Both of them are working together to help you break free from these restrictions that you have been having. Yeah, and you have the Six of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles, I call my codependency awareness card when it comes up around relationships. And then, so one of the things that is being looked at in here is some old emotions, some old feelings that you had, that you were taught emotionally when your emotional side, your little emotional child self was growing up, which is around 7 years old or younger. And you were, through your life experiences, taught in order to receive back, you had to overgive, like a exchange rate of you had to give 100 of something to get 1 back. And so that carried out and rippled out into your life. And part of this awareness, part of this shaking down of your thoughts and belief systems is this enabler, that you have to overgive in a relationship to receive anything back. And that doesn't work out well, because in a enabler codependent relationship, when you overgive and overgive and overgive, you'll give until you're exhausted, and you will also continue to give until you're resentful. And you won't receive and allow the other person to give back to you a whole lot, because that, you have that exchange rate. And so you limit how much they're able to give to you. And so because they want to be able to give like you're giving, they end up giving outside of the relationship to work, becoming a workaholic, or school, like really excelling in school, or a hobby, or spending time with their friends. Or if it's a romantic relationship, sometimes they'll go have an affair because they want to be able to feel like they're giving something and have that good feeling we have when we're giving, right? So there is this awareness around codependent relationships that's coming in here for you as well. Yeah, and the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like with this new information that you're having, as you are cutting away the thoughts and the beliefs that no longer serve you, that you get to this point here with the Seven of Pentacles, which is, seeing things in the outside world, that the fruit isn't what you wanted anymore. It was based on all those, parroting things of this is what I'm supposed to do with my life, and you're ready to do something different. I think I'm supposed to be with this type of person. You change who you are attracted to, because it's not who you were really attracted to. It's who you were taught to believe that you thought you were attracted to. But there's all these changes that happen with these falling away of all of that cage, which allows you to be open to go so many different directions. So I love that. And then the hidden thing is actually more swords, which is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is the conflict, the leaving behind of, that you have to prove that your small t truths of opinions are more truer than other people's small t truths. And the 5 is the number of change. And here you can see the crows crowing in the ear there. That thought is not giving up. It is requiring you to pay attention to this, to release it. And so this period of time that you went through with this internal reflection with Jupiter, now with the retrograde over and you're in the post shadow, now you're starting to move forward, but you're still processing and understanding these lessons that hit you. And as you do that, more towards, you get further and further away from the retrograde ending, more and more toward the end of the post-shadow ending. That's when you're going to really understand the changes that you want to make in your life. So it's a big thinking time for you, which I know Pisces, you're usually big feeling, but feelings and thoughts are so intertwined, because you feel something and your mind creates a rule around it. I don't want to feel that again, so I'm going to create something to prevent it. I want to feel that again, so I'm going to try to put rules so I can feel it again. And that's the praise and punishment that developed a lot of those thoughts and the parroting, right? So I love this for you because there's freedom at the end of it. And so I love this big truth that is coming for you that are you speaking your truth, or are you being a parrot and you just want another cracker? So I love it. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these videos, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, pick a cards, and some other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then also by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. When you go in there, there is an option for all. When you select that, then two things happen. One, you'll be notified of when any new videos come out. And two, you'll be notified of when I go live to provide free readings on YouTube. I go every night of the week right now, and then also Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings as well. So if you haven't stopped by to check it out, I'd love to see you. And also doing those things that I'm talking about, they also help spread the Zen love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, or subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy excited it wants to automatically share the videos of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful for that. And these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box of the video below. All right, Pisces, as you go throughout this adventure, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon. But in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.